Okay, so we are working on car sales on page 243 in your book. We need to open up car sales in Excel. It is in your Chapter 6 practice folder. Um, okay, from here, you can see that we have different sheets. We have new car sales sheet, we have sheet 2, and we have used car sales sheet. Okay, now the nice thing about Excel here is you can switch this up if you made them in the wrong order. For the book wants us to go ahead and change used car sales. We need to move that in front of sheet 2. So all we're going to do is we're going to left click use car sales and drag it over so you can see that arrow is between new car sales and sheet 2. Okay, we just moved new car sales sheet before sheet 2. If we want to name or rename sheet 2, you double click sheet 2. From there we can type in total sales, what the book is asking us to do, and we're going to go ahead and press enter. Okay, the next step, this is now step 5. We need to display new car sales sheet. You want to select A4 through A12. Okay, and I realize I'm probably moving kind of fast for you guys here. If I am, all you got to do is select pause on the video, find what I had just done here, and then go ahead and push play when you're ready for the next step. Okay. So we have new car sales sheet displayed. We're selecting A4 through A12. There's 2 ways of copying it. You can go to the home ribbon up top, and you can select copy. Okay. Or you could right-click and select copy. Both ways work. You can see here that we got the walking ants, if you want to call it the moving dots, dashed. That is showing us that we have just copied it. Okay. We're going to now select total sales sheet. We're going to select A4 and we're going to paste it. Okay. So now we're going to paste. Okay. The one thing that you'd like us to do is we're going to link this. So if we ever change the order or change the name, everything is automatically changed. Okay. So you got to select the drop-down arrow, and we want to paste link. Okay, so you have to find the one that says paste link. Okay, so you can see down here, it's the way bottom one. It's got like a chain link, and then your little screen tip there says paste link. So go ahead and select that, and now we have just linked this. You can see up here on the formula bar up top, you have equals new car sales exclamation mark or A4. That just means that it's linked. Okay. Alrighty, next page, page 244. We need to display the new car sheet. So we're going to display the new car sheet. You can see that we still have it copied there or selected. If you press the escape key, it is going to deselect what you have selected. Okay. Step J now. We're going to select cells E3 on new car sheet. Okay. So we're selecting E3. We're going to select right-click, copy. From there, we're going to paste a copy into B3. Okay, we've selected cells E3 here. Okay, we need to right-click. We need to copy. We need to go to total sales, and we need to select B3, and we need to paste it. Okay, so right-click, paste, but we want to paste the link. Okay, so go all the way to the last option there and paste link. And now it's linked for total sales there. Okay, we're going to use the Format Painter button to copy the formula in cell E3, a new car sales sheet. So go back to new car sales sheet. We still have E3 selected. We're going to select the Format Painter button. Okay, so we've just copied E3. Okay, you got to make sure the dotted lines are going around. I had clicked it one too many times, so if it's the dotted lines are circling it, that means that you have selected it. Okay. Now we need to go to total sales and select B3, and now we've just, you can see now that we have it highlighted. It's the exact same format as it was on the new car sheet. Kind of nice little function for the Format Painter. Okay, so on the used car sheet, we need to copy cells A4 through A11. So we're now going to the used car sheet. We're going to copy A4 through A14. Okay, so right click, we're going to copy. We're going to go to the total sales sheet. we're going to select A13, and we're going to right-click and paste again the link. Make sure that you have selected the chain link, if you want to call it that, and now it's all linked together. Okay. Make sure that it looks similar to what you have on page 244 in the book, or what I have here on my screen, and then you are good to go. Okay, so we need to modify the labels. Display the new car sheet. Select cells A12. Okay, we're going to edit the contents so let it change the name to Bass instead of Base. Delete the E. Change it to Base. Okay, display the total sheet. So we're going to go back here. We're going to look at total sales, and you can see that in A12 it is no longer Base; it is now Bass. So it is linked together. That's the nice thing about it. You change it, and it changes in the new or the total sales sheet because we have linked all the sales together. Okay, we're going to select B4. Push an equals button. Okay, we're going to display the new car sheet. And we're going to, you can see up at the top of the formula bar it says new car sales, and so that tells us that it's linked to this sheet. Okay, we're going to select E4. Okay, from here there are two ways of entering this. You can select enter on your keyboard, or you can go up here and select the check box up top. You can see that it is entered in total sales sheet. Okay, it says 157,744 right now, and that is correct. We're going to select B4. We're going to drag it down. So go ahead and make sure it's selected. Go from your fat plus to your skinny plus, and drag that down to B12. Okay. We're going to select B13 and click equals. We're going to go to the used car sheet, and we're going to select the total sales of E4, and now hit enter on the keyboard. Okay, last time we hit the check mark, now we're going to hit enter, and we're going to go ahead and drag that down. Now make sure you just select B13 now, all right? Select B13 and fill down. If you were to select anything more than that, it would have messed up what's linked together. So you just need to select B13 and fill down there. Okay, in cells A24. Okay, select A24. We're going to type in total. We're going to right align it and bold it. So make sure you right align. Hit enter first. Make sure you select it. If you hit the enter button, it's going to move down one. If you hit the check mark button, it's going to stay in the same one. We got to right align and bold. In cells at B24, we're going to enter a formula to calculate the total sales. Now, there's a couple ways of doing this. This is the way that I suggest. Okay, select cells B4 and highlight all the way down to B23. Up on the top now, we're going to go to our auto sum button. Okay, we're going to select. Well, if you select the drop down here, there's a bunch of them you can choose from. We are looking for the sum. Okay, so when I selected that, you can see here it added it up for us. If I were to select A or B24, you can see you could also typed in equals sum B4 through B23. So both of those options would have worked. I think that this is the easiest and most efficient way of creating a sum function. Okay, so now we need to change it to currency. So we're going to select B4 through B24, and we need to change to currency. Okay, a couple ways of doing this. The easiest way is up on the ribbon up on top. Select the drop-down arrow, select currency, and make sure that it has 0 decimal places. Right now it has 2, so you're going to select the arrow pointing right to decrease the decimal. Select it twice, and now we no longer have our 2 decimals. Okay, then we need to bold the value in B24. Okay, so just the total sales for B24. We're going to bold it. We got to make sure we widen the column so it is wide enough to display all the numbers that we have there. Okay. All right, so now we're going to modify the new car sheet. So make sure you select the new car sheet, okay, in D4. Okay, we're going to change it to 143,000, okay. So you should have the new car sheet there, and we're going to change the March to 143,000 for March. So 143,000. Hit enter. You can see that the total sales has now adjusted. Okay, we're going to go to the total sheet, and you can see that in B4 is already updated for what we need here. So it changes automatically, and that is the linked cells option. Okay, a couple things you can do now. We can view. We're going to click the view ribbon. We're going to go to page layout. This is how it's going to look if you were to print. You can see if you have a header or a footer. Kind of nice little tool here. Now we're going to change the margins. So in page layout, we're going to select the page layout ribbon. We're going to select the margins, and we're going to select wide. Okay, since we're only having one column there, we can widen up the margins to put the data more towards the center of the piece of paper. Okay, and now we're going to click the page layout tab and make sure that you have print grid lines and headings. A lot of students forget to add that, so make sure you select the print grid lines and headings. Okay, we need to add a header similar to total sales page 1. Okay, so we're going to click add a header. Up top here, you're going to click the drop down arrow, and in your book you can it says that it wanted total sales page 1, so common page 1, so that's what we are going to select. Okay, in the footer, okay, so click on the footer, and we need to add a footer with our name. So I'm going to go ahead and type Mr. Main in the footer at the bottom there. Okay, for the new car sheet and used car sheets, set the margins to wide and add a header with your name and a footer with the sheet name. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different now. So we got to go to new car sheet. We got to select page layout, margins, wide. Okay, and then we also have to have a footer in both of those. So we're going to go to page layout and then add the footers in, header and footer. Okay. So again, for the new car sheet, we've got to make sure we have our name in the header, and in the footer we want the sheet name. Okay, so up here at the top, click the design ribbon, and we're going to click the footer, and we want the sheet name. So select the one, the option here, and you can see that new car sales is our sheet name. So we're going to go ahead and select that one for our footer. Okay, again, total sales. Or the used car sales sheet, we're going to add a header and footer. So I'm going to go to view, page layout, in the header we need our name, and in the bottom, in the footer, okay, we need the sheet name. So again, click the design ribbon, click the footer, and we're going to call it used car sales. Okay, so with that, we have different headers and footers on all the sheets. You can see new car sales says new car sales there. Used cars says used car sales. Total sales actually has our name at the bottom, and up at the top it has the total sales. So it's something a little bit different. So make sure you have that. From here we can save it. So click File, Save. And then we're going to go ahead and see what it looks like if we would print it. Don't print it because we're saving paper. So go to File, Print. If you were to print, what it's asking for, okay, is we need to print the entire workbook. So right now we have just the active sheet. You can see here under the settings it says Print Active Sheet. If we did this, it would just print the total cars sales sheet. Okay. If you want the entire workbook, you would click the drop-down arrow. You can see here we got Print Entire Workbook. So now it's going to print all 3 pages. Okay, down at the bottom here you can see page 1 is the new car sales, page 2 would be the used car sales, and page 3 would be your total car sales. Okay, that is the practice file for Chapter 6, car sales.